Hi, this is Ms. Rosevier from PS11. Today I'll show you how to find the area of a rectangle. The area is the space within a shape or the space that a shape takes up, measured in square units. In order to find the area, you will use the length and the width of a rectangle. Rectangles have unique attributes. It's important to remember that rectangles have opposite sides that are equal in length and parallel. For example, the widths of a rectangle are parallel and equal in length, while the lengths of a rectangle are parallel and they're also the same size. We can find the area of a rectangle in a couple of different ways using the length and the width. One way we can find the area is to tile the rectangle. Tiling is making an array or a representation of the area using rows and columns. The important thing to remember is that rows go horizontally and columns go vertically. To tile a rectangle, you'll use the length and the width. So let's take a look at this purple rectangle. We're going to start with the width. I see the width of this rectangle is 4 feet. That measurement tells me I need to make 4 rows. Horizontally, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and 4. Now I've made 4 rows. When I look at the length, I can see that I need to make 7 columns. So now I'll make my 7 columns. Now that I've made these rows and columns, I can see the square units. And as I said before, area is measured in square units, and tiling actually lets you see those square units. The number of square units is the space within the shape, or the area. One way I can calculate the area is to count each of those square units, or I can just use skip counting. So I'm going to use skip counting by counting each row. And remember, there's 7 square units in each row. So I have 7, 14, 21, and 28. Now that I've skip counted, I know that the area of this rectangle is 28 square units, or square feet. I can write square feet in another way. I can write 28 feet squared. Either way, it's really important that you label the area in square units. Another way we can find the area of a rectangle is to use the formula for area, which is length times width. So area is equal to length times width. Looking at this rectangle, I see that the length is 5 inches, and I see that the width is 3 inches. So I would multiply the length of 5 inches times the width of 3 inches, and I would get 15 inches squared, or 15 square inches. I label it in those square units because, as we saw when we tiled, area is measured in square units. So if we were to tile this rectangle, there would literally be 15 square units within it. In this video, I taught you 2 ways to find the area of a rectangle by tiling and using the formula length times width. So whether you tile or use the formula of length times width equals area, it's important to remember that you need to label in square units.